So I guess this article is going to hit newsstands on November 30th. I think that's tomorrow. But basically, Lupita Nyong'o is on the cover. She's the cover star, and I just want to read some of the quotes that she posted. It looks like there was an interview. So she says, "I like to feel and see myself transformed. I don't necessarily have to like myself. Through the eyes of others, I can see other sides of myself that I don't know," explains our December cover star, Liya Kibede. For the Amhara model born and raised in Addis Ababa, posting is first and foremost a profession. Already starring in 2008 on the cover of the black issue of Vogue Italy, her career as a testimony to great brands of fashion and international cosmetics has led her to become one of the 15 highest paid models in the world. Um, Actually, I made a comment on this, and I'll just put it in the description box just because I think it's funny. Um, Liya is one of my favorite models. I think we could do quite a lot of exploration about who she is and things that she's said in interviews or elsewhere. Um, so she also says humanity, commitment to society, and for one's own country make Liya Kibede a fundamental ambassador of the World Health Organization, mother of two children who are now grown up and dedicated to the cause of maternal, neonatal, and child health in African countries. His interests include books. He reads in quantity with a great passion, so much so that he's made the protagonist of his book line called Campbell Addy Discover the Full Service. This is translated from Italian, so I think some of that translation got a little bit lost. Um, this one's cool. It says, "In the portrait of Jem Perucci, I saw the pride of being Ethiopian. That very beautiful and heroic dignity, I felt like he represented it. In the artist's paintings, the figure that always appears is a simple chromatic presence, a dark silhouette of complexion that could or could not even be a veiled self portrait, an Ethiopian canon of elegance and beauty that evokes the history of art. Byzantium, the Middle Ages, the Italian Renaissance of Raffaello or Piero della Francesca, the most Ethiopian or African part of me is expressed through patterns. Geometric patterns and chromatic subdivisions have always fascinated me." So there's just like a couple of photographs here. It's kind of cool. Um, let's see what this one says. I love this translation button. After more than 20 years of a career in fashion that has been able to get into discussions again, Liya Kibede immediately welcomes the idea of a six-hand project narrated by Marusia Casiado for a cover story. Muse again, open to experiment, relying on the interpretation of two young creatives, a painter and a photographer. In a space like this, where photography and art meet, you don't notice the differences, but only what unites us. This is very nice. And I saw there's one more post, so let's just see what this one says. I like this picture a lot. The characters in my work often arise from portraits of people I've actually met. Human nuances can always be traced, even the most clueless ones, and that's why I'm convinced portraying involves an honest meeting, clears the mind, explains Liya Kibede, as if we need to bring out the personality of the model. Yes, she has a huge personality. Um, once again, I just think she's great. I want to give just more space and time to this, that it happened. I really appreciate this. I also saw that Yar Shahidi was on the cover of Vogue Italy a while ago. I thought that was interesting. It was interesting for a few reasons, just because of like Ethiopia's like kind of rough beginnings with Italy. Like Eritrea was colonized by Italy. If you didn't know that, that's why a lot of Ethiopian people look like black versions of Italians. Not the point. We'll come back to that.